Serious? Which film has stayed with you long after viewing? Interstellar. I saw Requiem for a Dream in the theaters with no idea what the movie was about. Most intense cinematic experience ever. More so a mini-series, but Band of Brothers. A lot of Black Mirror episodes. When I watched The Devil All the Time I thought it was pretty alright, but then for some reason I just couldn't stop thinking about it. The Godfather. Star Wars. Saw it when I was 17. In a theater. I could not think normally for like a month afterwards. After that, it was Raiders of the Lost Ark. Amistad. Recently it was Everything Everywhere All at Once. Amazing movie that walks such a crazy thin line between trash, comedy and instant existential crisis. Earlier this year defiantly Midsommar. God, that movie was absurd. The Big Lebowski. The funniest movie I ever saw and one that defies many traditional movie expectations. So many quotable lines and memorable scenes. Chez 7N, that ending makes you think. Do documentaries count? If so, it's Dear Zachary for me. I watched it once years ago and still think about it often. Bridge to Terabithia, can't get over that ending. Inception. Don't Breathe. The Room stayed with me long after viewing. It was so terrible. I can't even begin to describe how awful it was. Seven Samurai. It's an amazing film and paved the way for so many modern-day movies. Once you've watched it, you begin to notice subtle details and even straight-up recreations in modern movies that have come from Seven Samurai. Karate Kid. Every movie with Daniel LaRusso. The lessons with Sensei Miyagi actually kinda changed my mindset and made me think way more positive. The Legend of 1900. A Serbian film. Makes you think there are actually a lot of corrupt and fucked up people who might do all that kind of stuff. Funny Games. The entire movie is fucked. But the ending specifically is so chilling I couldn't stop thinking about it for weeks. Oldboy with Josh Brolin. Was some twisted shit. Watership Down. Under the Skin. A bizarre and beautiful sci-fi horror movie from 2013 starring Scarlett Johansson. Evangelion 1.0. And after that the original series movie and the sequels. I saw it the first time randomly on TV late at night when I was 8 years old or something, and I can't stop thinking about Evangelion to this day. I'm 23 now. Darkness Falls. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. As an ambivert who does zone out and stresses out unnecessarily, the adventure of this man inspires and calms me into believing in my craft and myself. The Living Wake. It's with me literally now too because I've got a bit of it tattooed on me. I'm not real, I'm just bones. The Ring. Remember the Titans. The Thin Blue Line. https://m.imdb.com/titles/tt009625/. Martyrs. 2008. Scarface. The Joker. The fact that Arthur literally went insane over things we see every day, such as getting fired, or being bullied or pushed around at the workplace. The fact that a joker or mentally unstable person can be sitting right in front of you and you would never know until it's too late, really made me open my surroundings and take note of people's behavior and body language. Girl. Interrupted. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The Murder of Sharon Tate is one that I'd been interested in long before the movie came about, and I went into the film not knowing anything about it, not having even watched the trailer, but knowing that Margot Robbie played her. That ending. That short moment when it feels like a happily ever after and then the title appears. on screen, once upon a time, and brings you back to the reality that she's actually dead. That still hits hard every time I think of it. I'd avoided Tarantino films because I'd heard they're very gory, but this one makes me want to watch more and more of his Monster. That anime movie, Your Name. It's caused such a strong emotional reaction in me that I can't really put exact words to. But it has stuck with me for years. And every time I'm reminded of that movie, I get gut-punched in feels with how beautiful it was and is. Terminator 2. Princess Mononoke. I feel dumb saying it. But it taught me loads about controlling my anger and reminded me to always look at anything, situation I'm in, person I'm dealing with without any kind of bias or judgment that I will likely have no idea about. Ice Age. Midsommar. Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Han's speech. Pretty Woman smiling face. Nicky's death at the end of Casino. The sounds of the bats as they worked his brother over. And then throwing him in the hole still alive and coughing soil out as they slowly bury him. Brutal. The Space Between Us. Gargoyles. The 1972 horror cult classic. Threads. I think it's going to stay with NE forever.